Please be seated. Good afternoon, good evening, excellencies, trustees, administrators, faculty, staff, friends, parents, and especially the first graduating class of AUB Mediterraneo. Welcome to your graduation, the first ever that has been held at the American University of Beirut Mediterraneo. Whether you intended it or not, whether you like it or not, you are pioneers. As the American poet Muriel Strode wrote in 1903, "I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path and leave a trail." Today, you are those people. You chose to walk a new path, one not yet worn by generations of students before you, and in doing so, you've left a trail for countless others to follow. But you, our graduates, did not walk alone. You walked with your 14 other classmates, with your teachers, among the faculty and staff of AUB Mediterraneo, with your parents, with the municipality of Paphos, and with the people of Cyprus, all of whom have embraced you. You've made history here today, and you will be forever remembered as the first graduating class of AUB Mediterraneo. Still, it took courage to be first. Taking the poet Robert Frost's road not taken is rarely easy. As you are completing this leg of your chosen path, you're making way for a fresh cohort of 120 students hailing from 38 different countries. Together, they join you in building a truly global community, one that reflects the same high standards of education, of scholarship, and of adherence to the mission that define AUB in Beirut, which is now thriving here in Paphos. Let's reflect for a moment on what made the experience special. Of the 15 graduates, 9 of you here with us today, each had your own reasons for choosing to attend the American University of Beirut Mediterraneo. Was it the stellar reputation of AUB's mothership in opening doors to top jobs and top graduate schools? Or were the driving factors behind your decision the strong mission-oriented ethos of one of the few remaining great liberal arts-based research institutions in the world today? Was it the outstanding faculty and staff, the intimacy of a closely knit group, or the beautiful new campus reflecting its iconic twin across the Eastern Mediterranean? Whatever the reasons, you chose to join the first path, the first class. Today, you walk in a graduation that's been shaped by 155 years of tradition. Let us step back for a moment from the ceremony itself to ask some larger, more germane questions. What has made for more than a century and a half AUB graduates such compelling contributors to a better tomorrow? Perhaps it is the fact that in a world filled with rancor and division, both in the public forums and online, the American University of Beirut has consistently graduated civil citizen leaders who are both by nature and by training collaborative, collegial, and communicative. Please seat the mayor wherever he wants and deduct him 2 points for punctuality. See, this is why I save my Greek quotes for the middle of the speech. One defining feature, overcoming any residual fear of the other. That is what makes AUB so unique. You will leave here much more comfortable with people who have different opinions, different streams of consciousness, different politics, different religions, different perspectives than you. These are qualities rooted in the Middle Sea, the Mediterranean crossroads where cultures have long met and mingled. It was, after all, the ancient Greeks who taught us so much about what it means to be a citizen. Aristotle observed, if liberty and equality, as is thought by some, are chiefly to be found in democracy, they will be best attained when all persons alike share in the government to the utmost. Share in the government to the utmost. Before him, the great Socrates exclaimed, I am not Athenian. I'm not an Athenian, nor a Greek, but a citizen of the world. A citizen of the world. Graduates, you too will emerge from this experience, citizens of your nations and of AUB, but also as citizens of the larger world, with both the sense of belonging and the duties that global citizenship entails. Among our graduates and alumni over the generations are great humanists and scientists, engineers and agrarians, public health leaders and business innovators, nurses and physicians who've saved countless lives and improved the health of individuals and of populations. You now join this network, this intricately tied network of alumni that pulls tightly together to make a difference, not only for themselves and for their communities, but for those less fortunate. You are charged to be responsible for those less fortunate. You are, henceforth, your sisters and brothers' keepers. You've been guided by a remarkable team of individuals who are themselves pioneers as the founders of AUB Mediterraneo. From founding rector Wasim al-Hajj, Deans Alain Doe, Malik Tabbal and Salah Sadiq, the tireless Yannis Anthis, to our wonderful faculty and staff, our senior vice president, Imad Baalbaki, and trustees, each and every one of them is, like you, a pioneer. It takes great courage to launch and to found a twin campus of a great university. This is particularly true when said enterprise is set in motion at a time of severe economic turmoil in the Lebanon we are so deeply rooted in. And if I don't need to remind you, I think I will anyway, during a global pandemic. To the government of Cyprus, led by President Nikos Christodoulidis and former President Nikos Anastasiadis, and most especially to my friend, the mayor of the municipality of Paphos, Fedon Fedonos, and the members of the municipality of Paphos, thank you for your vision, your partnership, and your determination to forge a better tomorrow together. Thank you. Together, we will make Cyprus, Lebanon, and all of the Eastern Mediterranean better, prouder, and more convivial. And it begins with this magnificent graduating class of 2025. So, dear graduates, as you step forward, remember this. Your pioneering roles carry responsibilities. You're not just ambassadors for yourselves, but for this new institution. I'm confident each and every one of you will make your own individual marks as AUB alumni. You'll each do it your way. And I've no doubt you'll set a standard worthy of AUB's proud traditions wherever your journey may take you. Back to the poem I mentioned earlier, Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken, a poem I first read me during a snowy day as a young boy in my native New England. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Congratulations to you, your teachers, your parents and families, our first ever graduating class of AUB Mediterraneo. We cannot wait to see the paths you choose and the marks you make on the wider world. Congratulations.
Excellencies, honored trustees, members of the faculty and staff, candidates for degrees, parents, alumni, and friends virtually joining us. President Fatlo Kuri. I declare that this first commencement of the American University of Beirut Mediterraneo to be now assembled and in session for the purpose of the day.
As we now officially commence this graduation ceremony, I would like to invite our founding rector, Professor Wasim Al-Haj, to deliver his address. Rector Al-Haj.
Good evening. I am very proud to be with all of you as the founding rector of the American University of Beirut Mediterraneo. Opening ceremonies are traditionally a time to look ahead to the new year. We're doing this today, welcoming 120 students from 38 countries who are joining us in fall 2025 to start undergraduate and master's degree programs. I want to also pause briefly on this occasion to look back at the road we have traveled together to get to this point, and the people who have traveled this journey with us. I begin, of course, with AUB President Fadl Khouri and members of the AUB Board of Trustees, who had the vision to contemplate opening AUB's first twin campus outside Lebanon, and to do this during a time of extraordinary challenges. It is easy to forget that AUB's Board of Trustees approved the vital 2030 strategic plan, which included AUB Global and the establishment of twin campuses outside Lebanon in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, and as the economic and financial situation in Lebanon was collapsing. This decision required not just vision, but also courage. And then there is my good friend and AUB's Senior Vice President of Advancement and Business Development, Imad Balbaki, who has shepherded this project at every step along the way. We began a small group and are in truth still are a small group, but we have had the support of extraordinary partners in Cyprus, led by our friend, the mayor of Paphos, Fidonas Fidonos. We were also joined by invaluable colleagues like Yannis Anthis, and members of the International Advisory Committee, and our founding deans, all AUB professors, Dean Ala Daw, Faculty of Business, Salah Sadeh, Faculty of Engineering, and Malik Tabbal, Faculty of Arts and Science. It is the effort of these individuals and so many others who have gotten us to this point and who are leading us forward. Together, we are weaving the AUB Mediterraneo fabric with threads from Lebanon and Cyprus and from the 38 countries that are home to our students. As someone who grew in Lebanon, attended AUB, and later joined AUB's faculty, I know the threads from Lebanon well. Since becoming involved with AUB Mediterraneo, I gained an even greater appreciation of the AUB magic that has transformed generations of lives, that informs patient care at our medical center, and that has gained AUB worldwide acclaim. AUB is, as Board of Trustees Chair Abdul Qadifa and AUB President Khoury remind us often, a mission-driven university founded on powerful and enduring values of freedom of thought, service to humanity, diversity, integrity, and excellence. AUB Mediterraneo embraces those same values. Today, we are celebrating the commencement of the very first young men and women who will carry these values forward into the world, the first students to earn master's degrees in business analytics and engineering management at AUB Mediterraneo. As we celebrate their achievement, we also look forward to spring 2027, 2 years ahead, when we celebrate the commencement of the class of 2027, that will be the first undergraduate students, the celebration of their graduation, who joined us as the pioneers really 2 years ago. We were back then at the Paphos Innovation Center as a temporary campus, and we just moved to this campus 1 year later. In 1902, the same year that he stepped down as the founding president of AUB, Daniel Bliss reflected on his presidency, on all that had been accomplished, and all that was yet to be done. This is what he had to say. Self-congratulation is dangerous. We need to examine candidly our present condition, not only in the light of our present standards, but especially in the light of our present opportunities and of our future possibilities. We need to search out the weaknesses of the institution without reserve, to test our ideals and our standards in order to adapt them to the changing conditions around us. We need to study the new demands arising among the people of the Levant and how we may meet these demands. Mere satisfaction with our present condition and present attainments will soon put us far behind. We have not reached the goal. There is much more ahead of us if we but go forward. We are unsatisfied. I echo those sentiments. We are proud today, enormously proud. We are excited for our graduates, but we are unsatisfied. We seek to do more, and we will do more. Our impact will grow as our graduates go out into the world, as we strengthen ties with AUB in Beirut, as we build new partnerships and deepen existing relations in Cyprus, in Europe, and beyond, as we become a hub of knowledge exchange and creation that leads social, environmental, and technological advancement through state-of-the-art and pioneering educational offerings, cutting-edge research and knowledge creation, and impactful community service. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for this commencement, Ms. Marina Markarian, candidate for the degree of Master of Science in Business Analytics. Marina Markarian is an AUB alumna who earned a BA in Political Studies, but she is quite well known to us as the guru of Model UN, as a student who lived the AUB life to its fullest in Beirut. She was the graduate representative here in the Student Council at AUB Mediterraneo, the daughter of Lebanese Armenian parents who met on a trip to Cyprus more than 30 years ago. Her personal story, which you're about to hear snippets of, like the story of AUB Mediterraneo, links intricately the two countries of Lebanon and Cyprus. It is my great pleasure to invite Marina Markarian to the podium. Tfaddali, Marina.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to welcome you all today as we come together to celebrate a momentous occasion, the first graduate commencement of the American University of Beirut, Mediterraneo. If there is one thing that stands out at our university, it is its success at bringing together people from all parts of the world, uniting us by the transformative power of education and research. In the last 6 years, the world has faced countless challenges, affecting many countries, some more than others. Under the leadership of President Khoury and the visionaries at AUB, the university overcame obstacles that seemed insurmountable. In difficult times and in better ones too, AUB has been a home to many people. Now, it has created a second home here in Paphos, building a bridge of knowledge, spirit, and shared hope between the two beautiful countries of Cyprus and Lebanon. President Khouri, Rector Wasim, Mayor Fedonos, members of the AUB Board of Trustees, and senior AUB leadership. Because of you, the vision of an AUB twin campus outside Lebanon has been realized and is playing a pivotal role in the development of Paphos, a wonderful city with so much to offer. Alongside the faculty and staff at AUB Mediterraneo, who have worked tirelessly to ensure that our university offers the best education and experience to its students, we thank you all for making this opportunity a reality. The Middle East is at the forefront of today's news. I'd like to share some of the life-changing discoveries made in the region that have brought us to today's modern world. Some of the world's most influential scholars and innovators have emerged from the Middle East. Al-Khwarizmi, also known as the father of algebra, whose work laid the foundation for advanced mathematics, which has helped land humans on the moon and introduced the idea of algorithms that brought us artificial intelligence. Thabit, one of the first to reform the mathematical model of the universe, known as the Ptolemaic system. In the field of mechanics, he is credited as being the founder of statics, which underpins much of modern engineering analysis and is foundational to principles we've studied in our classes. Ibn Sina, known as Avicenna in Europe, an experienced physician who wrote the Kitab al-Shifa, the Book of Healing, and Qanun fi at-Tibb, the Canon of Medicine, which compiled all existing medical knowledge of its time with his own detailed editions. The 5 books that make up the canon became standard texts in medical teachings in Europe and set the basis for today's medical practices. AUB has been a pillar in academia for almost 160 years, just as the president has mentioned just before. And with its new legacy planted in the heart of Paphos, another 160 will surely pass, resulting in generations of graduates creating and innovating to redefine what is possible, sharing a world once imagined, now within reach. On a more personal note, 31 years ago, my parents met on a trip to Paphos, to Cyprus actually, a chance encounter that grew into a lifelong partnership. Having endured war in Lebanon, and as descendants of Armenian genocide survivors, they built a home filled with resilience, love, and values that have shaped who I am today. They taught me to be strong, to stay curious, and to always act with kindness. Most of all, they nurtured my love of learning and stand beside me as I pursue my goals. As I receive my diploma today, I dedicate this achievement to them. With gratitude for the The legacy of AUB's prestigious business and engineering faculties can be seen in the successes of many industries around the world, and will go on to inspire new industries and pioneer the technologies and practices of tomorrow. Because today's graduates come from these 2 esteemed faculties at AUB Mediterraneo, I want to take this opportunity to remind us of the important role we play in the society and the responsibility we have to the future. Today's world is dominated by rapid technological advancements, emerging business strategies, and overarching politics. The digital revolution brought about a shift in a multitude of ways, including the rise of a new currency. This currency was not material in nature, nor is gold, nor is cash. But it was rooted in information. It was all about data. Collecting data opened the path to observing behavioral patterns, exchanging resources between companies, and to train artificial intelligence models. To the MSBA graduates, we must always remind ourselves that humans are not just numbers that we input into a system. Our insights often have a powerful impact on the lives of others, and that we must lead with integrity in the pursuit of success. To the engineering management graduates, you are seekers of optimal solutions. As you work to perfect each product that you work on, remember that your creativity has no bounds, and that your vision for the future will be built by your guidance and the systems that you create. My dearest classmates turned friends, we all come from different walks of life, but our paths converged right here. We spent countless hours learning from the sharpest minds who have equipped us with the skills needed to succeed. Whether we were working on projects, preparing for exams, engaging in conversations, we caught glimpses of each other's lives, making it an unforgettable time. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, I would like to invite my classmates and all of you to think of one word that captures your goals in life. With this word in mind, promise yourself that you will pursue this goal with every fiber of your being. What this word means to you may change over time, but it will be a constant reminder to lead your life with purpose. As I close, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the university and to the Faculty of Business for its unwavering support in my academic journey. As we step beyond these walls with our diplomas, think again of the word you chose. Let it guide you, let it challenge you, and let it remind you that the future is not something we wait for, it is something that we create. Thank you.
Thank you, Marina. I can imagine what it would have been like to debate you in Model UN, and glad that I never tried. Beautifully said. It's now my great honor to welcome today's keynote speaker, Abdou Georges Khalifa, the chair of the Board of Trustees of the American University of Beirut. And not to make my friend Abdou nervous, this is his bow on the stage because of all the events of the region. We finally get to invite him to get up and speak to us, which is a great pleasure. So an AUB graduate with a bachelor's in electrical engineering in 1981 and the first ever board chair to be an AUB graduate, Abdou furthered his education at Caltech at the University of Chicago. And he got into a career as a technologist, serial entrepreneur, and business leader. Mr. Khalifa has been an AUB trustee since 2014, when he joined with less auspicious members. But he's also a founding partner and managing director of Sumeru Equity Partners and has worked in the Silicon Valley for more than 40 years, where he's held leadership positions at major startups, established technology and management consulting companies. He's a pioneer and an entrepreneur, but this doesn't begin to capture him. Abdou's an individual who falls into that second category of people, not the category of people who, when you look at them, they're worrying what you want from them. He's from the category of people who always looks to see how he can help others, how he can advance their careers and their lives, which is why we were very proud and thrilled when he accepted our invitation to be the board chair. Welcome to the stage, Abdou Georges Khalifa. Thank you.
Thank you, Fadla, for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Distinguished guests, faculty, honored guests, proud families and friends, and most importantly, dear graduates. It's a tremendous honor to stand before you today in this historic occasion as we celebrate the graduation of the very first class of AUB Mediterraneo. Today is not only a celebration of your academic achievements, it's also a powerful milestone in the evolving story of the American University of Beirut. Let me begin by expressing my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You have not only completed your studies with distinction, you have also pioneered a new chapter in AUB's 160 years of legacy. You are the trailblazers, the first torchbearers, and because of you, this vision we had of AUB Mediterraneo is no longer a dream. It's a vibrant, living reality. When we first envisioned this campus in Cyprus, we knew that we were planting more than just an institution. We were planting a seed for transformation, an academic hub that would extend AUB's mission to new shores, amplify its global reach, and create opportunities for students from across continents. Let me be very clear. AUB is fully and deeply committed to the growth, success, and future of AUB Mediterraneo. We are investing in its faculty, its research, its partnerships, and most importantly, in you. in students and graduates. This campus is not a satellite. It's an integral part of AUB's expanding universe. Our mission in Beirut lives on here with equal intensity, rigor, and purpose. Some may ask, does AUB Mediterraneo offer the same quality of education as the main campus in Beirut? To that, I answer without hesitation, yes. We have ensured that every standard of excellence, every academic benchmark, and every value that defines the American University of Beirut is embedded deeply in the DNA of this campus. From world-class faculty to innovative curricula, from interdisciplinary research to student-centric learning, AUB Mediterraneo is a reflection of the same unwavering commitment to academic distinction that has defined AUB since 1866. Graduates, your degrees carry the full weight of that tradition and the promise of everything we will build together in the future. We live in uncertain times, from conflict and displacement to climate change, inequality, and rising polarization. The world around us can feel fractured and fragile. But this is precisely when institutions like ours are much needed. AUB has always stood for more than just education. We are a mission-driven university, founded in values: freedom of thought, service to humanity, diversity, integrity, and excellence. In a world that often wavers, we are steadfast. In a world that often divides, we build bridges. In a world that often questions truth, we pursue it with clarity and courage. And this mission is now being carried forward, not only in Beirut, but right here in Paphos, enough through the spirit and leadership of AUB Mediterraneo. To our graduating class, you are more than students. You are the founding alumni of AUB Mediterraneo. That carries a special responsibility and a unique legacy. You have helped shape this campus through your creativity, resilience, and initiative. You have shown what it means to lead, to collaborate, and to dream boldly. You are ambassadors, not only of AUB's education, but of its values. Now, as you step out into the world, you carry with you the power to shape the future, not just of your own lives, but of this institution and of the communities you serve. Some of you will become entrepreneurs, engineers, scientists, artists, and policymakers. All of you will become builders of careers, of families, and of society. And some of you, I hope, will one day return here to teach, to mentor, to lead the next generation, and to donate money for us. You are living the living proof of what AUB Mediterraneo stands for, and you will continue to write the story. One of the proudest dimensions of AUB Mediterraneo's journey so far has been its integration into the local community here in Cyprus and in Paphos in particular. We came not as outsiders, but as partners. We built not just buildings, but relationships. Our students and faculty have engaged with local institutions, contributed to public discourse, and brought fresh energy into this city and its environment. And we are only just beginning. We believe that a university is a catalyst of opportunity, a convener of ideas, and a driver of social progress. That is our vision in AUB Mediterraneo, and we are grateful to the people of Cyprus for embracing that vision with open arms. To those who are just beginning their journey here, our new students, welcome. You are joining a university campus that is young in years, but rich in heritage. You are surrounded by a community that will challenge you, support you, and inspire you to grow. Take every opportunity, explore boldly, connect deeply, lead with humility and purpose, and know that you are part of something large, an institution committed not just to your success, but to the advancement of knowledge, equity, and human dignity. Graduates, this is a moment of celebration, a first that will never be repeated and will never be forgotten. Years from now, others will walk these halls. They will sit where you sat once and wonder what it was like to be among the first. And they will find your names not as followers, but as founders. As chairman of the board of the American University of Beirut, I'm proud, deeply proud, of what you have achieved. And I'm more hopeful than ever what lies ahead. And as you step into the world beyond the campus, remember that your journey with AUB Mediterraneo is just beginning. Whether through mentorship, collaboration, or continued learning, we will always be there for you, and we look forward for a lifelong partnership built on shared purpose and enduring pursuit. Congratulations, class of 2025. You are AUB Mediterraneo, you are AUB, and the future begins with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdo. Thank you, Marina. We're now going to have a musical interlude performed by the members of the AUB Classical Music Club. We're very grateful that they came from Beirut to Paphos, and they'll be performing again tomorrow evening. Please.
Mr. President, recommendations for degrees to be conferred today have been already been made by the faculties of the university in accordance with the established procedures. The candidates who have satisfactorily completed all requirements will now be presented to you by your respective dean. President Kuri, I call upon you to confer the degrees.
I invite the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering to present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, as Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, and on behalf of my colleagues of the faculty, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Masters of Science in Engineering Management. Will the candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have completed all the requirements and express the hope that your learning will lead you to advance knowledge in and enrich the practice of your chosen field. Congratulations.
I now call upon the candidates from the Faculty of Engineering to come to the stage.
Anas Azaiza. Aya Azzeddin. Raf'a Radi.
I now call upon the Dean of the School of Business to present their school's candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, as Dean of the Faculty of Business, and on behalf of my colleagues of the faculty, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Business Analytics. Will all candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have completed all the requirements and express the hope that your learning will lead you to advance knowledge in and enrich the practice of your chosen field. Congratulations.
I now call upon the graduates from the Faculty of Business to come to the stage.
Magdalena Buduris. Noor Hamad. Ahmad Ismail. Maria Markarian. David Sherian. Neophytos Stokos. And now, we take a moment to recognize the graduates who could not be with us today. Mazen Abu Shar. Omar El-Hafi, Jad El-Katerji, Aya El-Saudi, Anwar Isa, Farah Termos.
Graduates, the road you have traveled during your years at AUB Mediterraneo has been a demanding one, and you are to be congratulated for having successfully met the academic challenges of the most prestigious university in the Mediterranean. I wish you success in your careers, personal joy in your lives, and peace and fulfillment in your communities. At this point, I would also like to acknowledge the critical role that has been played by your families, your parents, your husbands and wives, and even your children who've walked this road with you, who've contributed their financial means, and who have given you their love and moral support. Your success is their success as well, and they celebrate with you. So I would like to invite you now to stand again. Go ahead and stand, graduates. Turn around and express your appreciation for their constancy and devotion. This is the one part of my speech I never changed. You can now turn around, and may I ask the audience to all please rise for the playing of the American University of Beirut's Alma Mater.
Blue sea lies the campus of the college where we love to be. Far away, behold Canisa, far beyond the sunbeam, rising holy to the heavens.
I now declare this graduate commencement exercise at a close. Will the degree recipients and the audience please remain in their places until the President and the party have cleared the area? Mr. President, will you and your party please follow me?